You're listening to our program courtesy of the good folks at D&D Farm and Ranch on I-10 in Seguin. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at your futures movement from Friday. We'll begin with cotton. It gave back a triple-digit last trade of the weekday. December closed 127 points a week, while the other new crop futures gave back as much as 251. From Friday to Friday, December cotton rallied 12.07 in cents per pound and set a new life of contract high. At the close of Friday's session, the wheat markets were another double-digit higher. KC wheat rallied another 20 to 27 and 3/4 cents. Friday's finish saw the corn board 4 3/4 to 6 cents in the black on the day. For the week, December corn traded with a 24.5 cent range and a net 16 3/4 cent gain. Soybean futures closed the last trade day of the week with a 5 1/4 to a 9 1/4 cent gain. Soy meal prices ended the Friday session 120 to 190 weaker. Friday trading saw lean hog futures leave prices 5 to 7 cents higher at the close. December contracts stood out on the day, 22 cents weaker, a $7.12 discount to October. After the Friday session, live cattle futures were 20 to 62 weaker as they drove home. October closed the trade day 17 down. Feeder cattle futures mostly weaker on Friday, closing unchanged in November contracts to 30 lower in the March 2022. Neighbor, there's your futures moves for Friday. Neighbor, this portion of today's program is brought to you by PMI Jordanton. Call 830-769-1234. That's PMI. Pipe, steel, and fencing. Pipe, valves, or fittings, plates, sheet, channel, beam, culverts, purlins, fencing, and supplies. They now stock new pipe and casings. Find them again at PMI Jordanton, 830-769-1234. Neighbor, let's take a look at meat movement from Friday. Looks like your national pork carcass cutout value, 113.39 in the afternoon report, dropped 290. Hams and bellies were down the most with an 11.78 and a 7.09 pullback, respectively. USDA says the week's slaughter for hogs through Saturday, 2.524 million. That's 54,000 head lighter on the week, and that compares to 2.612 million head during the same week last year. As we approach the cattle side of the equation, looks like cash sales in the beef, 192 to 198, 121 to 124, hot and hanging on the rail across the nation. Wholesale prices Friday quoted 292.36 for the choice, 264.84 for the select. That was a $2.62 and a $4.48 drop for the day prior, respectively. USDA says 637,000 head of cattle met the knife through Saturday. That is down from 641,000 last week and from 664 the week prior. Neighbor, there's your meat moves. We're on the line with Riley Rhodes from Live Oak Livestock, Three Rivers. They sell them every Monday. Riley, you have a special female sale coming up at the end of this month, correct?
Yes, sir. Sure do, Larry. It's going to be on Saturday, October the 23rd. We're going to get started at 12 noon. Really excited about this year's consignments. Not as many as we've had in the past. Probably going to end up with around 700-800 total head. So lots of bred cows. Got some good pairs and some open heifers and some bred heifers. A lot of tiger stripe type cattle there. I got about 60 tiger stripe pairs, be 4 and 5 year olds. They're going to be there. A lot of them going to be probably 3 and 1s. Got a couple sets of really good Bremer cows there. Most of those are pairs also. One set of those is going to be registered. I think there's 20 head of those. Going to have the papers with them of the registered Bremer cows. Got another 100 head of Brangus cows, Brangus and Brangus cross. They're going to be mostly light bred cows. They're going to be good young cows, but they'll be bred cows kind of probably 2 to 4 months. A couple sets of Beefmaster cattle there. Going to be some cows and some heifers. 2 sets of Brangus heifers, bred Brangus heifers going to be there. A couple sets of F1 Tiger Stripe open heifers going to be there, and several little consignments of bulls. Got 7 Charolais coming from one place, a couple Brangus from another, I think 3 Beefmasters from another consignment. So I'm real excited about it. It's going to be a good sale. Looking, probably 700 or 800 head, and it's going to be on that Saturday, October the 23rd.
Riley, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
361-813-6650 is the cell. 361-786-2553 is the office. Webpage, liveoaklivestock.com.
Riley, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Neighbor, this portion of Down on the Farm brought to you by PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, pipemovers.com. The Laredo store, call Gabriel, 956-727-7473. We're on the line with Gary Butler, Nixon Livestock. Gary, how is the Monday sale shaping up?
Larry, looks like we're going to be a little shorter this week. I believe everybody got a little rain in our area, anywhere from 1.5 inches on to 3 to 4 inches. A lot of places where we get cattle from, Wilson County and and around the county surrounding had quite a bit of rain, so we're gonna have a short run. We got 850 in right now, Larry. Got a big set of calves, 140 head, about 70, 75 are Charolais cross steers and heifers mixed. Then I got some tiger stripe steers and some Brahma steers. There's about 60 or so of those. That's the two big bunches I got. I got some small calves, about 50 head of them come from one outfit. Little black calves, probably weighing probably 4 to 4.5. And then I got a big set of Angus calves. There's about 50, 60, 70 of them. Come from what, man? They got a lot of size to them, about 600 weight calf.
Good deal. So you got a great start, about 800 plus head, even after a rainy week. Gary, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You can get us here at Sale Barn, Larry, 830-582-1561 or 62. You can catch me on my mobile, 830-857-4330, Larry.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. We're on the line with Stephen from D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Stephen, I need to weigh a bunch of pigs, and I understand that you've got some deals going on hog scales.
Yes, sir, we sure do, Larry. We're having a fire sale on 58 SX hog scales from W.W. Paul. They are going to come with the beam and poise and 2 bifold doors. Really easy to work. They're running $1,750 right now, Larry.
That's a great deal. Tell us the brand again.
They're made by W.W. Paul.
Tell us how to get a hold of you.
You can reach me at 830-379-7340, extension 161.
We've been with Stephen from D&D. Go to ddtexasoutfitters.com for more information. We're on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Got a sale in Mason Monday. Ken, what is it looking like?
You bet, Larry. We got a little over 600 head on yards, about 85 cows. We're looking at 850 head. We had good range. You and I were talking all throughout this area. Pretty well, probably 2 to 5 inches. Some places have got more than that. And the 2 range kind of on the early in the week and the latter part of the week. But it's very, very, very good. So we're going to see a lot of wheat come up and get growing. Grass has already turned green, and it's really going to be good before we go to frost to grow some more grass, Larry.
Now, we have a special stocker feeder sale in San Saba Thursday. Is that correct?
You bet we do, Larry. We're going to have a good run for that. It always is a good sale this time of year. And I think we got about 1,100 already coming. So we'll have several thousand head for that. A lot of good buyers will be there. I look for the lighter calf market definitely pick up this week with the rain that we had affecting wheat fields in all of Texas and all of Oklahoma. So a little more anticipation. We'll have something to put those kind of calves on. And then that'll help take a little pressure off the bigger cattle too, which we saw them pretty well steady last week. So hopefully I'll have a pretty good week the way things are shaping up, Larry.
Tell everybody how to contact you, Ken.
You bet. They can give us a call, area code 325-372-5159. All go there for the group of calves we already know coming in for Thursday. You're welcome to go to our website at jordancattle.com, Larry. You can see a list up there, or call us at 325-372-8060.
All right. We will talk with you after the Mason sale Monday night. Thank you.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you, Larry.
Remember, neighbors, MG Building Materials has 5 locations. MG in San Antonio is at 2651 Southwest Military Drive. MG in Corpus, they're on Padre Island Drive, 7436 Padre Island Drive. MG Building Materials Uvalde, 2301 East Main. The store in beautiful downtown Kerrville on Memorial Drive, 2202 is the street number. And MG Building Materials in Pleasanton, 1734 West Oak Lawn. Now, I know you can't remember them all, so go to mgbuildingmaterials.com for details. We're on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock, Fredericksburg. We'll sell sheep and goats Tuesday, cattle on Wednesday. Sean, what kind of response have you had this week for this next week's sales?
I think we'll get somewhere between that 3 and 4 on the sheep and goat end, and somewhere between that 1,000 and 15 on the cattle end. It's been a little rainy around, so might slow it up just a little bit. But it's that time of year, people are starting to do their stuff, so that's what we're anticipating.
How many inches of rain did y'all get?
Had 1.5 inches right around. It's kind of spotty right there in the house last night, and then I've heard anywhere from 1/2 inch up to 4 inches over the last few days. So kind of depending on where you were at, sure needed, and we're glad we got it.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Sean Geiswhite.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
Sheep and goats Tuesday, cattle Wednesday. Sean, thank you a bunch.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's talk about PMI, pipe, steel, and fencing. San Antonio, High, Hondo, Kerrville, Robstown, Jourdanton, and Laredo. Contact the Hondo store at 830-426-2912. That's 830-426-2912. Remember, that's PMI, pipe, steel, and fencing, LemonPipeMovers.com. Neighbor, now it's time to catch up with Leo Casas. Leo, how are you today?
Doing good, Larry. Well, at the moment, I am auctioneering the Case Ranch Hereford production sale near El Dorado, Texas. And I want to remind your listeners about a sale coming this Thursday on the 7th at Dudley Brothers, Hereford Ranch near Comanche. This is their 60th annual sale. It'll be my pleasure to auctioneer. We'll have 125 head of superb registered Hereford bulls. Call me for details if you need more information. I can be reached at 361-362-5863. Keep up with us on daily basis on Instagram, Casas Cattle _rancher 3, or log on to my website for photos, videos, and information, CasasCattle.com, CASAS, CasasCattle.com. We're the bull people.
We're on the line with Sam from D&D. Sam, I've never seen as much Stay Tough fence in my whole life.
That's right, Larry. Right now we have the largest supply of American T-post and the largest supply of Stay Tough fencing in Texas.
Tell us how to take advantage of all that product.
All you got to do, Larry, is call me at 830-379-7340, and that's for one of our friendly staff members.
We're on the line with Riley Rhodes from Live Oak Livestock, Three Rivers. We have our regular Monday sale today. When you folks are hearing it, Riley and I are speaking about 7:30 on Sunday evening. Riley, what's it looking like now?
Well, it's shorter this week, Larry. We got some good rains here, pretty general in the local area, kind of from 2 to 4 inches most all around here. A little bit less down south and west, down towards Valley didn't get a whole lot, but east of here, some places back towards Corpus and Odom, Sinton, back of that direction, 6, 8, 10 inches. So obviously slowed our numbers down quite a bit for this week, but still going to have about 800 head tomorrow. Probably 100 cows total, a handful of palpated cows, 2 or 3 pairs. A couple good strings of calves, though. Got some good blacks there and some good Charolais. Got one set of red Angus cross calves there. Most of the cattle kind of weighing 400 to 600 pounds. I got a little string of one set, just a little bigger than that, kind of 600 to 800 pounds. But it looks pretty good tomorrow. Probably end up with around 800 head.
All right. Remind folks about the dates for this special cow sale.
Yes, sir. The special cow sale, our fall replacement cow sale, is going to be on Saturday, October the 23rd, and we'll get started at 12 noon.
All right. Tell everybody how to contact you.
361-813-6650 is the cell. 361-786-2553 is office. Webpage, liveoaklivestock.com.
Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil fill pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, and 16 24-inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10-foot wide to 30-foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. We're on the line with Seth Crane from Union Commission Hondo Livestock. Seth, how's the Monday sale looking Sunday evening?
We got a few over 300 right now. I imagine we're going to end up with 350, 400 head, something like that. Not too many cows as of now, probably somewhere around 35 head. Cows and bulls, we have about 10 head of young Hereford cows in there, bred to a Bramer bull. They ought to be middle bred, somewhere along those lines. And the Bramer bull is there. He's a young bull. We're going to test him in the morning if anybody's needing a good young bull. We're going to have about 15 or 20 more cows to palpate, it looks like. Don't have any pairs this week. As far as the calf and yearling run, everything's mostly calves, not very many weaned cattle, and I do have quite a few light calves if anybody's starting to look for those. It looks like the cattle are wanting to get a little bit lighter. So I would like to remind everybody about that special stocker feeder sale we have coming up next week, shaping up to be a pretty good run of cattle, it looks like. If anybody has any questions on that sale or tomorrow's sale, feel free to contact us right there at the office, 830-741-8061. Get me on my cell phone, 210-288-3960. And for any updates and information, visit us on Facebook or HondoLivestock.com.
Neighbor, let's take a look at the grains. John Tuggle's market reports will be back tomorrow. Taking a look at what we found through the USDA. Corn, $4.92 to $5.37. Beans, $11.88 to $12.35. Wheat, $9.04 to $10.64. And Milo, $5.31 to $5.61. Texas cotton, 3,219 bales. 101.53 to 104.63. That's it for Grains and Cotton. That's it for Down on the Farm. I'm Larry Marble. Neighbor, thanks so much for listening.